Hey everyone, I know it's been a quick minute since we've seen each other, but welcome back to Kayla's Reads and WIPs. If we have never met before, I'm Kayla. Nice to meet you. Today I went book hunting. I went to like 6 little free libraries and I picked up some books that seem really good. So I'm very excited to share those with you. The first book that I have, I did not get from one of the little free libraries. I bought it used, and it's 1984 by George Orwell. And I know, can you isn't this cover crazy? I'm reading this book and Shatter Me, which isn't here yet, with my book club next month, and that'll be really exciting.
So the start of my little free library adventure began with the neighborhoods. They had so many books and so many good ones, the best selection of them all, but this was a surprise to me because the last time I went, they had absolutely nothing.
All right, next up, these 5 books. So the first book that I got is called Tales from Watership Down. On the front it says the long-awaited sequel to one of the most beloved novels of all time. So I'll have to buy the first one before I read this one. But basically it's kind of like a fantasy. It says, in one of the most enduring classics of contemporary literature, author Richard Adams enthralled millions of readers by creating a glorious world of danger and discovery at once uniquely strange and strikingly similar to our own. Come back now to this remarkable society hidden beneath the tall grasses and open fields, to old friends and new heroes whose courage and tenacity are tested at every turn by predatory nature and the short-sighted cruelties of man. Come back to the excitement and enchantment, to the heart-soaring wonder of a place called Watership Down. Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. This next one is Harry Potter y el Misterio del Príncipe. So, I believe, yes, this is the 6th Harry Potter book in Spanish, which I have been wanting to read them in Spanish for the longest time, but I don't want to have to spend the money to buy them again, just in Spanish. So the fact that I found this is so exciting, because I plan to reread Harry Potter this year. So the fact that I can read one book in Spanish is just really exciting. And I might actually buy the first book in Spanish as well, just to warm myself up for it. I did try to read the first book in Spanish, when I was in AP Spanish in high school. That didn't last very long. But I think one of the things that slowed me down was that I was making flashcards. For every word I didn't know, I wrote it down, I defined it, or I translated it, and then I created flashcards. So I won't be doing it this time. I'm just gonna, look any word up that I don't know. And I'm just so excited, because this is gonna be really good review. So this is awesome. Awesome. Okay, the next book, Fahrenheit 451. The 50th anniversary edition. I am very interested in reading this. The next one, Catching Fire. Isn't that dope? And I have Mockingjay. So I'll have to buy the other ones when I'm ready to read the Hunger Games, but what? That is just so cool. I am the luckiest person on earth to have been able to get both of these. That's amazing. So that's that. All right, next up, I went to Target earlier today and I went to the book section and saw a lot of popular books, but decided to get Animal Farm. Oh my god, they had 1984 too, which kind of like matched this like design, and unfortunately I just couldn't get it because I already had 1984, but it's fine. Animal Farm I have read, but that was like a long time ago and I've been wanting to reread it, so I decided to buy it, and yeah, I'm just happy to have it.
The next place I went was historic Roswell. I absolutely love and adore historic towns. I don't know why, but they are great. I have been here before and it was good to be back because it brought back some great memories.
The next two books, one is well known and the other I've never heard of it before, so we'll start with the one that is known. All right. Where the Crawdads Sing. So obviously this is a very, very popular book, and that's the only reason that I got it. I actually am not quite interested in reading it, but maybe now that I have it, I will. But yeah, that's it. And the next one, it is called Life Without Summer. What drew me to this book was the fact that I love summer, so it's like Life Without Summer sounds like a horrible life, right? So let's read the synopsis. Tessa, Gary's life changes forever when she loses her 4-year-old daughter, Abby, in a hit-and-run accident outside her preschool. As she grapples with a terrible grief, made worse by the police's insistence that the case is unsolvable, she finds her only solace in Celia Reed, the grief counselor her husband has pushed her to see, and in the journal she's begun keeping, where she compulsively counts the days without Abby and maps out her plan for catching the driver who tore her family apart. Celia struggles to keep Tessa from getting caught up in a bleak crusade for answers, but she finds that their sessions open the door to emotions she's spent years ignoring, forcing her to face the rising tensions in her own life. Her troubled teenage son, her alcoholic ex-husband, and her fragile new marriage. Celia soon begins to realize that she must come to terms with the tragic mistakes of her own past and the choices that have led her family to the brink of destruction. Life Without Summer is a haunting portrait of two women whose lives converge unexpectedly when the answers one needs turns out to be the other's only chance for peace. Obviously, like I said, I've never heard of it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I don't know. I think this could be like a really good book. So let's like read like the first passage. Day 18 without Abby. There's a thud as her little body collides with the steel fender. No scream, just a soft sigh, a surprised breath inhaled as she's lifted from the ground only to be returned there. I hear it happen. I see it happen. And I wasn't even there. Like, I don't know. That's really good. That's really good. So I'm excited to read this whenever I get to it. So now the title is a little bit more mysterious. Like, why is it Life Without Summer? Like, how is summer taken away? And it seems like it's going to be really good. So I'm really excited for that.
Y'all, I have no idea what was going on here, but it was wild. So one book is called 1000 White Women. I did not want to know, I do not want to know, and I did not find out. And then there's another one where a character is escaping the shame of her white trash family. What?
Okay, the next book I believe is a nonfiction, a work of nonfiction, but I can't be sure. It is Anne Frank's Tales from the Secret Annex. So I don't know if it says, oh, okay, it says it's an autobiography. So nonfiction. So we all kind of know the story of Anne Frank. There's not much to get into here. It's just a complete collection of Anne Frank's lesser-known writings, short stories, fables, personal reminiscences. I've never had to say that word in the plural. Okay, and an unfinished novel. So that's pretty cool.
One thing that was completely unexpected but very lovely was these trees. I've never really seen them outside of this one city that I haven't been to in a very long time, but it was nice to see and smell them again. The smell is something that I can't quite describe. I wish I could. And it's nice that they bloom these really beautiful flowers that I couldn't quite get in focus because I was too short and I couldn't see.
Next up, I got He's Just Not That Into You, the newly expanded edition. I like this cover. It's very cute, very simple. Pink and black. It's a very good combination. So I believe this is a movie. Oops. And I may or may not have seen it. I can't remember. I think I've seen it. The book does not look like something I want to get to anytime soon, but it's just cool to have it. It's got all of these, like, I don't know. I guess like, I don't know, letters, messages. So yeah, it probably won't even take that long to read, but you know, I'll get to it when I get to it, but it's cool to have.
I just ran into a tree.
And last but not least, this one I'm very excited for. I'm not like necessarily the biggest fantasy person. Like I'm not attracted to it, but like if a story is good, if the writing is good, like I will love it. And this book is called A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. And this is the cover. It's really nice. Okay, so here is the little blurb. Okay, fall in love, break the curse. Cursed to repeat the autumn of his 18th year, Prince Wren of Emberfall thought he could be saved easily if a girl fell for him. But that was before he turned into a vicious beast and destroyed his castle, his family, and every last shred of hope. Nothing has ever been easy for Harper, with her father long gone, her mother dying, and her brother constantly underestimating her because of her cerebral palsy. When she tries to save a stranger on the streets of Washington, D.C., she's pulled into a magical world. All right, break the curse, save the kingdom. Harper doesn't know where she is or what to believe. A prince? A curse? A monster? As she begins to understand what's at stake, Wren's hope comes flooding back, but powerful forces are standing against Emberfall, and it will take more than a broken curse to save Harper, Wren, and his people from utter ruin. Now, as I said, like I'm not into fantasy, so maybe you guys know about this, but I have not heard about it. So I read the first line in the car and I said, whoa, I think it has potential. And all right. Here are the first two lines. So good. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. There is blood under my fingernails. I wonder how many of my people I've killed this time. What? Like, that is interesting. I think that is super interesting. And it looks like, I guess this is the first one of a few. So the next one is A Heart So Fierce and Broken, and then the next one is A Vow So Bold and Deadly. So if I like this one, I probably will go ahead and get the next ones. This was published in, no way, 2019. Okay, so this is fairly new. So the third one might not even be out yet. Oh my God. Cool. So those are the books that I hauled today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and consider sharing. I hope you have a good day, good night, or a good afternoon. I will see you next time. Bye.